Hello, everybody. My name is Jill Schexnayder, and I am the Relationship and Event Director here at KanTime Healthcare Software. Today, you are part of KanTime's Table Talk, where I have the absolute privilege of talking with some of our industry experts on hot topics going on right now. Today, I have the privilege of speaking with Rob Simione with Simione. Rob and I today are going to tackle payer diversification. First of all, Rob, thank you for joining KanTime on Table Talk today.
Thank you, Jill, for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Let's dive in. Okay, payer diversification. Why is it important?
Payer diversification is really important now because you're seeing a growing managed care population. It started kind of in the Northeast, and now you're starting to see it spread to other parts of the country. We're seeing more and more Medicare Advantage plans, Medicare Advantage, managed care plans, as well as managed Medicaid plans that have come into play. Not only that, but on the hospice side, you're starting to see the Medicare Advantage carve-out come into play as well for hospice. So this is all going to be new to the market, and really, from a standpoint of payer diversification, when you're working with a referral source, you have to be payer agnostic, right? You have to take on those patients to be able to have that relationship with the referral source and keeping that volume and growth going in there. So it's a very challenging time because we are now seeing that increase of non-Medicare patients into both home health and hospice, which again is going to create, definitely issues downstream in terms of billing, collections, and even financially for organizations.
Absolutely. So give me some strategies that agencies can take.
So first of all, I think you really have to look at the model, and really, we need to look at how we are going to be able to make sure that we account for all the information needed on those managed care payers, right? They're much more challenging up front when you talk about verification, authorization, ongoing insurance verification. They become a little bit more challenging. So really, when you're looking at your intake department and your insurance verification and billing department, you really need to make sure they understand the complexity of insurance. What they need to check for. Blue Cross Blue Shield has 6 different plans that you're managing, right? We have to select the right plan for that. So really, we've seen a lot of agencies with the evolving market of managed care focus more on that insurance specialist role. And it's not just someone you find off the street who just can go to a computer and hit a button, right? It's got to be someone who understands the complexity of the insurance. So you have to invest in those people. So you have to train them, on the insurance portals. You're going to train them on what eligibility means, co-pays, deductibles, all those different things, and how to document it in their systems. Because if we don't document it up front, we're going to bill the wrong insurance, and we're already behind. And those insurance companies have the quickest timely filing. You're talking 90 to 100 days on that side.
Absolutely. So what is something we need to look for or be aware of?
So I think really what we need to be aware of, I think there's 2 things going on. Number one is being aware of making sure you're managing the information for those insurance, those non-Medicare payers. One of the things for hospice, you're going to have to get used to start doing authorizations, insurance verification. Batch eligibility becomes really important. People change insurances more often than you think. So definitely be aware that people change insurances. On the flip side of it too is payer negotiations, right? We've been kind of in this fee-for-service world that's circling around and keep on, the managed care plans haven't really adopted, but we're starting to see risk-based contracting, value-based contracting, especially with the value-based purchasing potentially being expanded. We've heard a lot of the payers kind of reaching out to us saying, hey, maybe we'll go into this because there is some value in that. Is, hey, we'll pay you a certain percentage, and if you hit all our value-based initiatives, if you do all the things that are right for the patients, reduce rehospitalizations, there's potential really for a gain over the fee-for-service model for agencies that are high performing. So really, if I were an agency right now, it's really important to start tracking those quality metrics because when it comes down to it, managed care plans are only going to do value-based contracting with a small amount of providers over the first few years to really pilot it off. So if you have that data information, it brings you to the top, right? You can go there and say, hey, this is beneficial for you, this is beneficial for me. I'm the one who comes in here and really can provide that in-home care and reduce rehospitalization and reduce some of those risks. And it's a value add to you, and it's a value add to us because we can go into these risk-based contracts. So I think it's a very interesting time. I think it's a fun time to get into that, but you have to be prepared for it to go into those negotiations.
Absolutely. Well, Thank you so much. This is some amazing information, some very need to know information. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes with KanTime today for our table talk. Again, everybody, thank you for joining KanTime Table Talk. Again, I'm Jill Schexnayder, Relationship and Event Director here at KanTime, here with Rob Simione with Symmetry. Thank you so much, Rob, for joining us. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.